Ooh, hello there, my fellow butters and crafters. Good times with Scar here, and welcome to Scarchitecture. Have you ever wondered what Disneyland would look like in Minecraft? How about 5 Disneyland attractions transformed into one chunk of Minecraft? That is what we are gonna do today. It took me a while to pick the perfect attractions that not only have a visual look that you can instantly identify with, but also fit within Minecraft. So that's constructing them out of Minecraft blocks, because not all attractions, or even attractions that you think are very blocky in nature, would work and fit within the space. But I think I've got the perfect 5, and I also built 5 Minecraft pedestals that are the dimensions of a Minecraft chunk. So 15 by 15, built up and ready to go for our Disneyland rides. And there's lots of fun little details in these chunks. I mean, there's even diamonds in there, looking super fancy. So yeah, we have 5 rides now, and I'm very curious from you, what 5 Disneyland attractions would you build in these spaces? I'm very curious, so put those in the comments. And yeah, all right. I'm a little bit nervous to build these things because this is gonna be a huge challenge, so wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. 3 weeks later, I have constructed 5 Disneyland attractions in one Minecraft chunk, and I also have a confession to make about a Minecraft chunk. We'll get to that later, but here they are. We've got some absolutely amazing designs that I cannot wait to show you, and I really hope these are going to inspire you for your Minecraft building. We'll start here at the end with Galaxie's Edge. It's a Small World, Big Thunder Mountain, the Jungle Cruise, and the iconic Disneyland train station, because that is where everyone starts their adventure into the park. So I thought we'd start down at this brick here, is where people go to take their picture in front of the Mickey floral that I constructed. So the Mickey floral is usually made out of purple flowers with these kind of swooping yellow lines, and I think that looks fairly accurate to the small space, and of course using blocks. So I'm happy with that, and just this little section right here is so accurate to the original. Well, of course, as accurate as we can be with Minecraft blocks, of course. So I'm pleased with that. And then as for the station itself, I tried absolutely as hard as I could to keep to the architectural style of it. So we have brick, of course, as it's built out of brick, and the smooth stone, or the smooth sandstone, kind of represents kind of the architectural accent colors that make up the moldings around the windows and the roofing details and things along those lines. So we've got the 2 towers. We'll start with the clock tower. So we do have a clock in the tower there, and this strange fence that goes around the flag. That is very accurate to the real thing, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if they're keeping the flag safe up there. I don't know, but it's hilarious, and I made sure I had that on there. I've always wondered about that. Since I was a little kid, I was like very confused by that. Anyway, couldn't really fit the sign that says like Disneyland and then how many people have been to the parks, the elevation, things like that. Maybe you guys could show me a way of putting that on there in this small space. Anyway, so you can see the platform. We've got the track that is the Disneyland Railroad. And then if we swoop down here, this is a very small detail, but these are the left and right tunnels that lead into the park from the entrance. So everyone going into the Disneyland park passes through these tunnels, and there's attraction posters in them, and those represent the rides that you'll experience once you're in Disneyland. And I wanted to make sure I had that detail here, and this is the Haunted Mansion, at least as close as I could get to the Haunted Mansion. Now, back here we have a cutaway of the train station. So in the center, that minecart is the Lily Bell. So the Lily Bell was Walt Disney's backyard railroad. And you know, you're riding around like a boss in his backyard on a train, which sounds amazing. Man, I really want a backyard railroad. But in Disneyland, this little display case and the Lily Bell are literally in front of the door. So you remember there's a door in the front of this, and it's right in front of it. That is incredibly accurate to the real thing. And then there's these signs that just say 2 trains, so we had to put those in there. Green curtains to match the real thing. And yeah, I am really happy with the way this thing came out. I think that that is about as close as you can get in this small chunk. But if you know of improvements, please let me know, because I would love to add extra little details from your suggestions. But now we're gonna move into the wilds of Adventureland to find the Jungle Cruise. So you can see we already have a beautiful jungle boat inside here, and animatronic flying fish apparently. How did you guys get it up there? That is hilarious. But anyway, we've got the Jungle Cruise boat here with the lantern in front. We got the little smokestack in the back, the canopies. And now, please tell me that this looks decent. This is my elephant. His name is Edward the Elephant. That's right, Edward the Elephant here. And I like him, but I wonder, like, does it look like an elephant? I built it out of the new stone, half slabs and stairs, which are amazing, and you can do some really cool things with them. And yeah, I hope that looks like the elephant as you kind of pass through the sacred bathing pool of the elephants from the ride. And the bamboo now, man, it really gives that Jungle Cruise feel in this area with the waterfall and things along those lines. And the bamboo little like spurts or saplings definitely look like poop. Our elephant is taking a poop, but that's okay. Let's move on to what is probably my favorite, and that is the Big Thunder Mountain chunk. So as we go through this, please let me know what your favorite one is. I'm gonna put a poll up in the top, and this one is full of detail. So that is the front of the roller coaster train, and so that's kind of modeled, of course, after like a steam train, and that is about as close as you can get, at least in my abilities, that is. Maybe you guys could do better, and if you can, like I said, let me know, send me some pictures on Twitter. But there is the car, and of course this is a splash zone, so it slows down the roller coaster as it goes through a little bit of water, and there's a T-Rex kind of petrified bones in the back of that little splashdown zone. So I think that is looking pretty darn accurate. As for the mountain above, I think that looks nice. If I were to do it again, I might have done it in the standard hardened clay design, so not the orange one, but just the standard kind of off orange or whatever it is. I think I might have gone with that. Oh, here it is, this one, the original hardened clay block, the one in front of us. But anyway, we'll move down here. You'll see there's lots of cool little details. This chunk was designed kind of to match the aesthetics of the ride. There's a little entrance here, just a peek at the chain lift that brings you up to the top of the ride in there. And if we swoop around here, got some TNT, and then that wraps up the Big Thunder Mountain. So you can see the splashdown pool if you look there. And of course, we have the track down below and the wheels and different things like that that really match the original roller coaster car. So there is Big Thunder Mountain. Now it is time to move over to everyone's favorite ride, and that's It's a Small World. So you'll see that this attraction is actually just pure white and gold. Now that is not the same at all the other parks. So say Hong Kong or Disney World, they're more colorful. And Disneyland's was colorful for some time, but they repainted it for the 50th anniversary back to its original white and gold color scheme. So that's why this might look different if you're more familiar with some of the other parks. So it's also built out of stucco. So that's why I went with the white concrete in the powdered form, so it gives off a little bit more of a textured feel to it. Because originally I had it smooth and it looked terrible, so I swapped it out. And I think that looks a little bit closer to the original. And then of course we got the clock face as a dispenser there, and we got some boats in the canal. So that's one thing that Disneyland has, is this cool kind of little outdoor portion where it goes through some flowers, topiaries, things along those lines. Whereas Disney World's, if I'm not mistaken, is more of an indoor ride. Like you go inside and there's the facade. But if we move over here, you can see that we even have a little inside peek at the attraction and some dolls. Or maybe they are disembodied doll heads. That's not creepy at all. But we do have some colorful blocks in here, and that kind of matches the Mary Blair's artistic style that she brought into the Small World attraction. So I think that kind of pays a nice little homage to that. And yeah, so that is Small World. I think it came out pretty cool. It's got all the little whiz bang details like it has on its facade and things along those lines. So yeah, I'm really happy with our Small World. Now we're gonna move down to Galaxie's Edge, Disneyland's newest land, the first new land since Toontown, which is, would that open like 1995, 1992, somewhere around there? I mean, that is a really long time ago. So we finally have a brand new land at Disneyland, and that is the Star Wars land. And of course, this land is also opening in Disney World and in a couple years in Paris. So yeah, this thing is the Millennium Falcon. This was one of the hardest things to construct, is building a Millennium Falcon in this small of space. So I really hope it looks like the Millennium Falcon. One thing I realized looking at photos of Galaxy's Edge, because I haven't gone, I hope to go someday, it has these little red lights in the front. So the observers are perfect for that. And then over here, we've got the cockpit, and the blast furnace adds so much cool detail that really helps kind of, make the whole thing come to life. And you got the little detail on the side pieces. You've got the little dish over here. I don't have a turret. I've tried so many things, but it just threw the perspective of the vehicle off. And so in the end, I don't really have a turret at the top, unfortunately. So like I said, if you guys could figure out a way of doing that properly, let me know. And then this chunk, once again, was kind of decorated to the design of the land. Now the whole chunk itself, like the vehicle and the land, is still in the 15 by 15, but the chunk is decorated just for fun. Now moving up to the back here, you'll see that this is a petrified tree, and it's got all sorts of cool detail to match the planet of Batuu, which of course this land takes place in. And these are kind of like big petrified mountains, and the land is called Black Spire Outpost to kind of match these giant spires. And then we've got the air traffic control tower over there looking super, super fancy. And there we go. That is 5 Disneyland rides condensed into a Minecraft chunk. And these took, like I said, these took 3 weeks to make, but I'm really, really happy with them. Every block has a rhyme and a reason why it was placed there. And I must have done a ton of trial and error to get it to this point, but I'm really happy with these. I hope these inspired you, or at least put a smile on your face seeing something from Disneyland transformed into Minecraft. And now it's confession time with Scar. I've been playing this game since 2010, and I put a lot of hours in it, a lot of days, months, years maybe. But I never knew that a Minecraft chunk was 16 by 16, not 15 by 15. And in the time that I was building these, I was made aware of that. And yeah, that was a huge fail. So yeah, we have learned that a Minecraft chunk is 16 by 16. That was an absolute blast building those Disneyland rides in Minecraft, and in such a fun constraint that really brought out, in my opinion, some creativity. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing Scarchitecture back. If you did, let me know what the next episode should be. Maybe it's Disneyland attractions you suggest, or movies, or anything, how to build a house, whatever it could be. Scarchitecture is where we just build whatever we want in Minecraft. And until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and don't forget to subscribe, because you may just become scarred for life, and we'll see you later.